Okay, so in this video we will write some programs for the operators what we understood in the previous video. So first we'll give an example for your arithmetic operator. So let me just assign some two values, x is equals to 5 and then y is equals to maybe 9. And then let us look at some examples for your arithmetic expression. So I'm just going to say print and I'm going to say x plus y. So this means that we are using the plus operator for arithmetic expression, and then given print and I'll say x minus y. So this is the subtraction operator that we are using. And then look at examples, next example for your arithmetic operator, that is multiplication. And then we will have division, x divided by y. Then we have the next operator, that is for remainder. So I'll say x mod y, that is going to retain me the remainder. Then we have x floor division y, which we remember from the recall from previous video, it basically gives the real part and ignores the remainder, it returns only the quotient. So if I run at this, so you can say these are the basically examples and result for your arithmetic operator. So now let us look at some comparison operators that we can use. So given two values like x is equals to 5 and y is equals to 9, I'm going to do some comparison. So I'm going to say is x greater than y, I'm going to say is x lesser than y, then I'm going to print and check if x is equal to y, or I'm going to check if my x is greater than or equal to 5, or I'm going to say if x is lesser than or equal to y, and then I'm going to use the last one, x not equal to y. So if I run at this and if we carefully look at example, as I said in the output, we get the form of true and false. So you can see x is actually not greater than y, so we are getting false, and x is lesser than y, we are getting true. Is x equal to y? No, it's getting false. Is x greater than 5? No, but x is equal to 5, and that is the condition what we have given here for the comparison operator. So you can interpret from the output how does this individually comparison operator work. So next we'll look at some assignment operator. So assignment operator is very simple. We have variable name and then equal to and some value. So this is how we assign some value to a variable. And if you recall, even if we have some arithmetic operation which we are performing on the same variable and then we are storing it, reassigning it in the same variable, we can basically write that in form of shorthand notation. That is, we can then say this is equal to a plus equal to 1. So this both is actually the same. Now looking at some logical operator, as I said, if we want to combine few multiple comparison operators. So if I say x is 5, y is 6, and then I'll say x greater than y, and I will use and. So I'll say and let me put this in print statement so you can see the output how it gets displayed. And then I'll say x greater than 0. So you can see it is false. The reason is both the condition should be true, but here this condition is getting false. So false and true is always false, because in and both the condition should be true. So let me just reverse this condition, that is x lesser than y, and check. So we get true. The reason is x is 5 and y is 6, and x is actually lesser than y, and also x is greater than 0. So both the condition are true, so that's why we are getting overall expression result as true. So this is example for your logical operators. Now looking at some membership operators. So if I say print if a in apple, so you can see it is straight away going to return true. That is because a is present in apple. Now if same example I run and instead of a I say z in apple, it is going to return false, because there is no z present in the sequence of words apple, sequence of alphabets apple. Now at last we'll see some example for bitwise operator. So I will have a is equals to 5 and b is equals to 8. So let us look at some bitwise operation. So if I say A bitwise and B, so it is going to return the result. So A bitwise B is going to return and is going to return 0. So now let us perform some OR operation. A or B is going to return 30. So you might have seen from the last example, with the very same example, we got 0 for AND operation and 13 for OR operation. So this is how you can use your bitwise operator. So hope you understood the concept of operators and we saw some programming examples.